Here are the Harris triplets, and they live at the Nookstone lot in Oasis Springs. And let me tell you something, this lot is jacked up. Yeah, it's a little bit over 11,000 simoleons, but when you look in it, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, how do you have three people living in a one bedroom, one bathroom home? They all take naps and sleep on the floor and stuff. I mean, or sleep on the couch. That's just uncalled for. It's a horrible looking house. So I'm going to rebuild this house to accommodate the three sisters in this house. So let's get started with that. This house was horrible. And how do you not have a backyard? The house is set all the way in the back of the lot. At least have it in the middle of the lot. I mean, this house could, I tried to do everything as original as possible. I didn't change the size of it. I didn't change any of the windows. I tried to keep everything like original except for the interior because them living in this little tiny house is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what I did is I put a bathroom off the kitchen so that could be used from the common area as well as by all three of them. So that's really cute how I had it right there in the corner. Yes, I had to finagle some space. I made one master bedroom and then I put two smaller bedrooms for them. They're single, they're not with anybody. So it's not like, they needed to put three families in this house. So I kept it as consistent as possible so that each one of them has their own bedroom. I used the new pack and I kept the master bedroom consistent with the rest of the home, being as far as colors. I gave each of them their own colored bedrooms. I kept them with their individual personalities, being that they're triplets and everything. I wanted to give them their own little like space and colors and what they would like as far as their home goes. And then I gave them like their own little personalities. One of them's going to be an artist, the other one's going to be interior design, and then the other one, I'm not sure what I want her to be yet, but I kept the house kind of original. I replaced the doors. I Later on I moved up the lot so that they had some kind of a backyard. They should be able to have some kind of backyard to hang out in. Being that they're separate personalities and they don't have anybody, they're not dating anyone. I don't need to have like a lot of space as far as the home goes. I don't need to rebuild it. I just wanted to keep it consistent with the rest of the lots. I like to rebuild the homes. I like to give it a style and personality for each one of the Sims. I'm sure later on they're gonna get married, they're gonna find somebody, and they're gonna have their own children and everything. And I pretty much foresee this house having 8 Sims living in it later on when I'm done playing. This is one of my personal saves. I just like to rebuild the houses and remodel them, and then later on I'll just end up knocking out the houses and redoing them. Um, I love doing speed builds. I just don't know what to talk about while I'm doing my speed builds. It's exceptionally hard for me. I absolutely like doing it though because I like to rebuild the houses, but what am I going to really talk to you about for 8 minutes? So I try and talk about the Sims and the ones that are living there at the time and what the little personalities are. So each one of them is different, but they all look alike. And I'm going to be redoing them as far as their clothing and doing the casts. I'm going to be doing that next. So make sure you check out that video because I'm going to make sure that each one of them is dressed to fit their personalities and to fit what they are going to be doing as far as their careers go. I cannot wait for our new pack to be coming out soon. I am so excited about it and how I'm going to build with it and all my gameplays with it. I can't wait to find out what is all involved in this. I really wish that we had horses in it. It would be so cool to ride around horses with your Sims all over the lots. It would be really I would have so much fun riding a horse. So this is where I decided to do the landscaping and the exterior of the home. I wanted to raise it up and put it as far as a foundation, a small foundation goes. And I gave it a small little patio in the front. I also later on I moved it up front some more so that I can have a bigger backyard for them, somewhere where they can hang out because that yard is ridiculous. Like, where's your sim gonna hang out on? That small little patio and just have nothing else to do in the backyard? And I don't really like putting a ton of stuff in the front yards. I feel like the front yard should be like for show, and then the rest of the home should be like for them to play in the backyard. They have kids later on or they move out. They can have someone in there with kids. They have somewhere for the kids to go. So I ended up moving the lot like more towards the middle. And then I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do as far as the exterior goes and decorating it. I tried to give it a modern feel and I put in a bunch of plants and then I put a patio, I put new columns in so that it matched the rest of the home. But I think the lot generally in the end turned out to be really nice. Here's where I moved it up. I cleared all the terrain paint. I put a patio in for them. I gave that a new foundation. I decided to take out all the old crummy decoration as far as that goes. And I decided to put in a nice little pool for them. I mean, it is an Oasis Springs. They should have somewhere where they can swim and barbecue and hang out. Here's why I moved them around. I was trying to get them to move. And then I put in some ferns and I put in some cactus so that it looked more consistent with the rest of the area. The house pretty much didn't have anything as far as landscaping goes before, so I put in something to give it a little more homey feel to it. I put in a nice little fence for them. So I was playing around with the tiles because I like to do something different. I've been getting a little bored with my builds lately, so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do as far as the patio tiles. And I put in a little barbecue set for them so that they can barbecue their food outside, a more modern fencing for them. And when I realized the fence was higher up, I decided to put a wall in for them so that it kind of kept them from having people come into their yard. So I put in lights for them and so that the pool lit up at night. It looked really pretty. And then I put in cactus and little shrubs and stuff like that. So I did that for them and gave them a little bit of greenery in the backyard. Here's where I'm putting in all terrain paint and I'm getting everything decorated and finished up. And can't forget the garbage can. We always have to have a garbage can in there for them. But I think overall it turned out pretty nice considering the funds that they had available. I never, ever count the backyard when I'm doing rebuilds. I try to stay within their price range, but I put up some nice little lights, taking care of that, and a thermostat. So let's see how they like it. Okay, they're going to go in and they're going to check out their new home. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, well, one of them immediately went into the fridge. They all seem fine. No poorly decorated comments about anything. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, they're so happy to see each other. Oh, and they hugged twice. Aw. Well, everything seems fine. So, thank you for watching.